Welcome to Mixed In. We're doing my recommendation, and we were out playing around today, testing the stabilizer that we got here. It's called Digipower Action Camera Stabilizer, and we got it in the GoPro section at our local. Big, not Fry's, but another big electronic store, and so today we were playing around. And what's neat is that this particular package lets you obviously put a GoPro on there, just like it shows in the picture, which we have, and let us put.
But this one comes with, actually, when we got it though, because we were getting it for the stabilization for the GoPro, but it came with an extra little spectacular thing, which is this guy right here. Which is a little mount you can put into a tripod that holds your cell phone.
And it mounts right on here as well, so you can actually put your cell phone on this guy.
You just pull up on there and you put your little cell phone in there and you put it onto a tripod or on that thing or whatever you want.
The box actually showed that we could put our handy cam on there too, which we did.
So we have 3 shots. We have 1 shot with the GoPro. We have a second shot with a cellular device, which is mine is the iPhone 6S. Then we have the third shot with a handy cam, which is Chris's Sony
HDR 580X, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, you'll actually get that number on there shortly.
Yeah, we'll show you.
So what we did is we have the GoPro without the stabilizer, just trying my best to hold it with my hand, and you'll see that. And then we put it on this stabilizer, and so you'll see the difference. And then we did the same thing with the iPhone, and then we did it with the other camera.
Yeah,
and I think we got some really neat, interesting results. This
little Steadicam setup here is it's pretty cool. It's not the best in the world, but what it is, for the price it is, we got it for about $60.
Yeah, $60.
So between us, it's not bad because that's only $30 a piece.
And another note about this guy was it was really easy to make it balanced for the different items that we put on there. It only took minutes instead of it wasn't rocket science at all.
So we'll discuss that.
It was easy.
Well, right now what we're going to discuss is about the footage that we did and what we're looking at. So we're going to look at that right now, and we're going to watch it along with you guys. So.
Yep.
Okay, so right here we have the GoPro Hero 2 footage.
Handheld on the left.
Handheld on the left. On the right is the stable image. As you can tell, it's clearly stable on the stable image compared to the handheld. But with the GoPro itself, it is a tiny device, so when you try and hold that as best as you can.
What is this, 2 inches by 2 inches? It was really difficult.
Because the rule of thumb is the farther you can get away from the lens itself, the steadier it's going to look. So with that, you can't really get too far from it. With the Steadicam, it has a really nice smoothness to it.
Yeah, it really helped a lot.
Regardless of the image you get, because the GoPro during the daytime gets a beautiful image.
But it was very, very stable for the other one. So that was plus. So I would say for GoPro, for sure.
Yeah.
If you're gonna walk around with a camera and not have it mounted, obviously if you're gonna mount it to your bike or put it on your helmet and you're doing all these stunts.
It's away from your hands and whatnot. It's still gonna have a shakiness, whatever you're mounted to.
I would suggest though, if you're going to handheld,
if you're handhelding it, that is definitely going to add some more stabilization to it and whatnot. I'm pretty sure if you go out there and you buy a different brand of stabilization to it, this one is awesome because of the fact that it is meant for it. It is a tiny little guy. I mean, when it shows the picture, it shows a little hand holding towards our hands.
Yeah,
it's going to be a lot bigger.
This isn't a very big device, so it's not going to hold big cameras.
No. The gimbal for it and the setup and whatnot is actually pretty nice when you move around, and your hand is going to have some kind of wiggle to it, but it is going to hold the GoPro and pretty sturdy.
We were talking too that we've only had about 2 hours. With this.
We have actually played with this thing for at max 2 hours from all the gameplay or all the play that we had with it. Mm-hmm. So now we're going to take this and we're going to add it to my cell phone, which is the iPhone 6S. And the app that I was using for it is the Filmic Pro. Itself has an actual stabilization into it. I don't know how it works.
So remarkably, let's look at the footage. So when we play this, you'll see that just the handheld part of it actually isn't all that bad.
Actually really isn't, because of the fact that I don't have my.
But I was trying my best to walk as steady as possible. But the lucky thing about this phone is it actually it does a really good job.
Yeah, I mean when you look at the GoPro. And when you have your hands on it, I mean, they're really close together. So, assuming that you already have the cognitivity to try and keep it as steady as possible, your hands are really close together. With the cell phone, they're farther apart, and so you have your hands farther away from the actual lens itself to keep it steady. I'm pretty sure the program itself, the app, helps keeping it steady, but let's go ahead and look at that and see what it looks like. So there you go. You get the handheld and you got the stabilized shot. Kind of wide it out at first. On the handheld shot, it does have a bit of a wobble to it when you're walking, which is you're gonna get regardless. It's still a beautiful shot. Chris did an excellent job of handholding that while walking around us. With the stabilized shot, it is a lot smoother. You don't get the wobble that you will from just holding it with your hands.
And you can't detect my steps.
Yeah.
As much.
So you get more of a you're out of person kind of shot with it. With the handheld, you gotta I am in the shot. I am there with them. Either way, each shot is actually really good and really nice and really beautiful.
Yeah.
So with that being, the stabilizer still helped out a lot.
So if you don't have an iPhone, I would suggest that this thing would do some serious justice to your cell phone shot. It would make it much smoother than just holding it with your hands.
Yeah.
The iPhone has some forgiveness, but the other phones, my Android doesn't look that good just hand holding it like that. But this stabilizer would make it better.
I think the app helped.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's a $10 app. So,
but also just being an iPhone that has a built-in stabilizer. And
well, I know the app itself had a stabilizer.
Yeah, so you're golden when you do that.
Yeah, we probably should have used a different app. But anyways, we used that app, which it was the Filmic Pro, and on the stabilizer. Beautiful shots, regardless of anything.
Now the last one is with the
actual Handycam.
The camera that's being used right now to watch this. I actually fit that on here.
Yeah. And that itself actually has a stabilization inside of it too. That one's actually a built-in, it's actually mechanical stabilizer. So it doesn't just do it digitally, it actually does it mechanically inside of it. So that one actually helps out a lot. But let's go ahead and look at that one. So handheld on the left-hand side, stable on the right side.
It doesn't really look that bad.
No.
But then again, I walked like a ninja. I was trying really hard to be steady with it.
Yeah.
And then with the stabilizer,
it still looks it looks smoother. Like with the stabilizer, you still have the I am out of person. I am watching this from a third point of view. Mm-hmm. With the handheld, it's I am there with the action. So it still looks really good with the handheld, but with the stabilizer, you can give that extra bit of cinematic and saying, hey, this is more than just a movie. This is actually you're witnessing the story. You're not with the story, you're actually witnessing it.
Yeah. We'll leave with that. Thanks for watching. And I think this is worth it. It was about $60. So if you see this at the GoPro area, check it out.
Yeah. It's in a little box like this. We actually got lucky because it was the last one on the shelf. Hey.
Yeah.
But if you can find yourself